So to give you a little bit about myself, I'm currently a product manager for a cybersecurity company in London. I went to university in the United States, and I actually went to university for architecture and construction. After going to university, I was in the construction technology industry in the US. And what I was doing, I was building 3D printers, drones, virtual reality, augmented reality, and we was using this technology to build really big buildings, $1 million buildings for Microsoft, Blue Origin, Mercedes in the United States. But I originally come from Jamaica, was born in London, was raised in London. I played basketball, and basketball was what took me around the world to travel. What I do now, I recently took this job for this company, but for the last 2 years, I've been an entrepreneur. I was developing websites for clients, app for clients, and now I do a lot of workshops to show students how to do it too. It's things that I wish that people would have taught me when I was a student. And hopefully, I can teach you some stuff. You can start making apps, making websites, getting your own experience. Hopefully, you can get some clients, maybe some local clients. And what we're going to do today is make a tourism app. It's relatively simple. I have a YouTube channel that covers a lot of this too. So a lot of what I'm going to show you is how to do it without coding. I can actually code, but there's lots of things you can make without coding. You can make games without coding. You can make websites without coding. You can make apps without coding. And today we're going to make an app without coding. So let's get into it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask the questions. I won't have the chat. I won't be able to see the chat. So just if you're on mute, just come off mute. Feel free to ask any questions when you want to ask questions. And yeah, it's an open discussion. So let me share my screen with you. So hopefully you can see my screen right now. And so what we're actually going to use is a tool called Adalo, and it's free. It's a tool that allows you to make not websites, to make native applications, Android applications, iOS applications without coding. And there are many tools like this. There's many tools that allow you to make websites without coding, apps without coding, voice applications, all different kinds of games without coding. I think people are trying to join, so I'm just going to allow them to come in. But today we're going to go over Adalo. This can get very complex, but I'm going to keep it really, really simple today. And we're going to make this really simple tourism app. Just to show you some things that people make with this. If we go to templates, you can either build from scratch or use templates. Okay. What's your? Feel free just shout out your question. It's no. Did you have a question?
No question for this moment.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you can build with templates. People are making appointments apps, ordering apps, coaching apps, real estate apps, blogs, directories, e-commerce apps. If you just joined, can you I'll mute. Okay. So what we're going to do today is make a tourism app. So to get started, it's free. I'm going to log in because I already have an account, but it's very, very simple to sign up. You just have to have an email address. And I might have to mute someone else. So if I create a new app, this is something I was working on before. As you can see, I have all my apps here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new app. And the first thing it asks you is, what kind of app do you want to make? Do you want to make a native mobile application, or do you want to make a desktop web application? This tool, Adalo, actually lets you export it and upload it to the Google Play Store, or upload it to the iOS Apple Store, the iOS store, or you can view it on the web. So we're going to make a native mobile application, and immediately what it takes you to is you can either build from scratch, which we are going to do, or you can build using templates. So you can make messaging apps. Like I said, you can make ordering apps, to-do lists, all of that you can do using the templates, or you can start from scratch. So we're going to start from scratch, click next, and then it allows us to set up initial branding. So initially we have to give it a name and a color scheme, and I am going to name it, yes, tourism. I'm going to click create. And what it immediately does, it creates a sign-in page for me. So as you can see, this is the workspace. It immediately creates this sign-in page and creates the workflow for this sign-in page. So if you ever try to create an app, this initial bit can be so frustrating, but this tool does it for you. So if we actually view the app now, we can preview it right here. So it's going to load. It takes us to the sign up page, and I can immediately create an account on my app. Sign up, and it's going to sign me up and take me to my homepage. Obviously, I can't see anything because we haven't built anything there yet, but immediately you can see that it does this all for you. I'm just going to check now and again if there's any questions. Okay. What you see on this left side is components. So a lot of this is drag and drop. So if you want to add text, you just drag the text. As you can see, I added text there. If you want to add a button, you just drag the button. But there are many other components you can add. You can add an image, form, you can add navigation, you can add lists, buttons, other forms, or you can visit their marketplace and add other components that people have made. So people have added Google Maps, calendars, image sliders, sign in with Google, ratings. This is good for like business directories. Progress bar, you can embed YouTube videos. You can embed Google ads to make money with the ads. So there's lots of different things you can add if you want to add other components. On the side here, you also see the screen. So we scroll up right here. We can add a screen by clicking add screen, and it gives you either a blank screen, or you can start from one of the default screens. As you can see, there's info, and we are going to use some of these. There's intro, you can customize the sign up page. There's lists, and there's some other screens that you can leverage. So a menu bar, modal, you can add a chat feature. What you have here is branding on the side, so you can also change the branding. We're going to keep it the same for now for this, just because we have time restrictions, but you can also change the fonts and add as many fonts as you want, or you can upgrade and add a lot more fonts, but you don't need to do that. This is one of the most important parts, the database. So as you can see right here, the first one that they give you is users. And because I signed up on my live version, you can see that I already have one user, which is me, because I signed up in the live version. So you can either add users directly by just clicking add user, or you can import users with a CSV, or you can download or use an API. But this is where the information for your users is stored. But another thing that's really important is you can add collections. So you can create additional collections. And this is what we're going to do to create our tourism app. So we have some locations here that we are going to add. So what we need is a picture, we need a name, and we need a description for now. That's all we're going to use for now. And to do this, we're going to go back to our app. We need to create a new database, and that database is going to be called destinations. So we're going to store all our locations for our tourism app right here in destinations. So I click add, but right now we don't have the properties to store the information. We just have name. So I'm actually going to change that name to maybe title, and I'm going to leave the type as text. I'm going to add another property, and I'm going to change this property. I'm going to give this property a type called text, and I'm going to name this description. And I'm going to add one more, and I'm going to call it image. So right now I almost have my database ready. I have a destinations collection. I have somewhere to store the title. I have somewhere to store the description, and I have somewhere to store the image. I'm just gonna check the chat in case anyone's writing. Okay, someone was waiting. And if you turned up late, then it's okay because this is being recorded and I will share this with you, no problem. So what I'm going to do to get started is I'm actually going to add one entry just so you can see what it looks like. So I am going to open a new tab. National. So I want to grab this picture. I'm just going to try and save this picture. So National Park. So we got this picture. So what I'm actually going to do is add destination, give it a title. I'm going to drag my picture here. I can drag it. I don't think I can drag it there. You can download. Okay, let's look for this. Where's this picture? Where's the picture gone? Or maybe it's saved to my desktop. Okay, found the picture. And we need a description. So I am going to go back and find a description. And I'm just going to copy and paste this description. Again, feel free if you have any questions, just shout out your questions. It's no problem. I'm going to save this. Click done. So now when I actually go to my record, I can see I have one record, but right now the record doesn't display on my home screen because I need to create a list to actually display the records on my home screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a list, and I think the list I'm going to add is maybe a card list. And all I do, again, really, really simple, drag and drop. I can double click here. If I zoom in a little bit, if I double click, I can actually remove components. So let's say I want to remove the body. All I have to do is that. And I'm also going to remove the subtitle. And what I may actually do is look at the card styles. I'm going to keep the card styles the same for now, but as you can see, I can change the shadow. I can make it round. I can change the color. I can add a background. We're not going to do that. What we are going to do is click on it, and it says, what is this a list of? So you have to tell it where to get the data from. So I'm going to say, get the data from destinations. And I'm going to say, show me all the destinations. We're not going to sort. We're going to only have 2 columns. Masonry is fine. But what we also have to do now is map the data. So we want to go to title, and it automatically maps to destination title. And we want to go to image and double check. And we know we want this to database image. So we want the current destination image, and that's fine. So if we take a look at this, a preview, so we're already logged in, so it should just jump to the home page. Oh, maybe not. So I can say I already have an account. I can log in. And as you can see, it takes us to this home screen. And because we only have one item in our database, it shows the one item in our database. So I think someone has a question. Oh, I don't understand
that. One question from Louis Kwasi. He say, what is the difference between Figma and Adalo?
Figma is only design. You can't make a real working app. So this app is not just design. I can share this with you now, and you can use this in real life now. It has a CMS, so it can store data. It stores users. You can put this in the App Store. You can put this in the Google Play Store. You can turn this into a real app. Figma is just for design and maybe prototypes. It cannot store data. It doesn't work like a real app.
Okay, thank you for the answer.
What does this one say? Jordan, what does this one?
I say thank you for your answer.
Oh, okay, no problem. So right now we have one entry, But remember, we have a description. So I want to click on this and see more about this destination. So that's what we're going to do now. And with this app, it's really easy, or with this tool, it's really easy. I just want to make sure everybody's inside. Okay. What we're going to do is make another screen. And I'm going to make another screen here. And I'm going to call this item details. I don't think the name matters too much for now for this tutorial. But when I click on this, sorry. When I click on this, I want it to show more information. What I'm actually going to do is I have to link this screen to this screen. So all I have to do is click on the list, scroll down, and there's click actions. And I say, when someone clicks on it, link it to the items details screen. But there's an important part. This part, send this data to item detail screen. That means when someone clicks on this first one, send the data to this. You'll see why that's important in a minute. So if I go back, I want to find image. I'm going to put something here. And I'm going to find the image source. But I want to go to database and I want to say current destination image. If we preview this, you understand why it does this. So when I click on this now, it shows me the image of that particular item and only that item. On this one, it shows me all the destinations. When I click on this, it only shows me the details for the destination I just clicked on. So you can use this to create business directories. You can use this to create whatever you want to do. A directory for students in your school. I'm going to change the title of this to destinations. And what we're going to do also is to add some text to this. I'm going to put some text there. I can change the formatting, and I want to actually make it bigger than this. So maybe I make it 24. And I don't want it to be static text. I want the text to be dynamic. I want the text to show the current destination's title. So right here, it says title. But if we go back, when we click on this, it's going to show us the title dynamically.
Quand on cuisine, ça va, nous
Was that a question? Oh, someone said they can't hear me. Not good. Can everybody hear me? Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Tell the brother to turn his sound on. Okay, so what we're going to do is copy and paste this. This time, we don't want the destination title. We want the current destination description. And we also maybe want to make this a little bit smaller. So if we take a preview again, let me just go watch the time. So we click. Now we can see the destination description. So maybe we want to format this a little bit differently, and maybe we want to align center and align this to the center. So now we have one item in our database, and we can see that item. We could click on that item and view the details. Maybe what we also want to do is allow people to add more destinations. And I'm not sure if we have time, we're going to cover permissions. but I'm not sure if we should cover permissions in this. So right now, anybody will be able to add another destination. That's what we're going to do. So what we want to do is on this homepage, I want to add another icon, but this icon I'm going to change to add. And what I actually have to do is create a form, create a page that allows people to add new items. So this is going to be a form. Screen. This is going to be a form. And it's going to say add destination.
What's the screen?
And when you do something like this, what you actually have to do is, again, you have to tell it which data collection. We're going to tell it destinations, and it automatically updates this. It updates the fields. So what we also want to do now is on the submit button, it already loads it for us. When someone clicks create destination, it creates the destination. There's an action that adds whatever they put there to the database, and then it jumps back to the previous screen. So we'll see what that looks like in a minute. But first, we have to link this right icon by clicking add action, link, and all we do is link it to the page, and we link it to the add destination page. When we click done, we can see what this looks like. I think someone else is trying to enter the room. What's a screen? So a screen is a page.
Okay.
It's the same thing. Screen means page. And so what we want to do now is we're going to preview this. So as we can see, we only have one item in our database. We click that and we can see this information. If we go back and we click this, we can go to the add destination page. We have a back screen to jump back, but we're going to go to the add destination page again. I'm going to find me somewhere else to... Oh no, it took me to a page I didn't want to go to. Okay, let's see. We want to find another destination. So, part national. Yeah. So we're going to add this destination. So what I'm going to do is just copy and paste this. Where's it gone? So we're going to copy. We're going to go back. We're going to paste this here. We're going to add a description. And again, this is an easy way to make a business directory. It's an easy way to make any kind of directory. If you want to list schools, if you want to list hospitals, whatever you want to do, this is a great, easy way to do it. And we need an image. So we'll go here. I'm just going to get any image. And I'm going to go back. I'm going to choose this image. and I need to find the image. Okay, let's try again. For some reason, the image is hiding. So okay, I don't think it downloaded. So let me find another picture. So hopefully this time I can find my picture. And this is only like this right now because I'm doing this from my computer, but in reality, people can upload pictures from their phones. Okay. And if I click create destination, it creates the destination, it goes back, and you can see this destination's been added. And now we click on it, and as you can see, the information's there. So we might make some adjustments. We might change this instead of item details. We might change the title of this to say destination details. And maybe what we want to do too is allow people to add a rating. So allow people to add a rating and to see if we've got enough time for this. So I'm going to finish building within the next 10 minutes. So that will allow us 10 minutes for questions. Again, if you have any questions now, just let me know. So maybe we want to add a star rating and it displays a number property. So I haven't used this before, but we can see how this works and we can work it out together. To get the component, we have to, at the bottom, you'll see installed components. And we have the star rating here. And maybe just below this, I add a star rating. Let's see. Okay. So what I need to do now, if I want there to be a star rating, I have to add a property, I believe. And maybe it will make sense to give it a number. Well, not give it a number, allow a number to be there. So I'm going to name this property rating. And what I'm going to do is go back to this. I say, yes, users can set a rating. And I say it sets at current destination rating. And actually, I might change my mind. I say users can only view a rating. And the rating is going to be current destination rating. And it's out of a number of 5 stars or 10 stars. We're going to stay with 5. And that's all going to be the same. That's all going to be the same. But what we want to do now is update our database because we have 2 entries that don't have a rating. So I'm going to make an adjustment. I'm going to give this 3 stars. I'm going to give this 4 stars. Hopefully that works. And so now, and also I I won't update this because I will only allow admins to add a star rating. So now we're going to preview, and hopefully the star rating shows up. So we have our destinations, we click that. You can see it has 3 stars. We go back, go to the national park, you can see it has 4 stars. And maybe we add a condition and we change the visibility and we say this star rating is only sometimes visible, and it's only visible if the current destination rating is greater than 0. We want to say if it's greater than 0, show this star rating. So we're going to change this just to illustrate how this works. I'm going to give this a 0 star rating, and the other one has 4. So we go back. You can see it doesn't have no star rating because it has 0. And this one has 4. I did that for a reason. What we want to do now is I'm going to copy and paste this description, but this time where this is, I want to say this destination, select them in. This destination is not rated yet. So this destination is not rated yet. I'm going to center this, and I'm also going to add this. I'm also going to add a condition, and I'm going to say only sometimes visible if the current destination's rating is equal to 0. So if the and I'm going to put it right there. So now if the rating is 0, it's going to say that the destination's not rated yet. So this should say this destination's not rated yet. And this should say 4 stars. Now this is formatted very badly, and there's better ways for us to format this. We have to create groups, and hopefully this format's a little bit better. We're going to stop building in a couple of minutes to give some time for questions, but hopefully this formats it a little bit better. No, we would have to play around with the formatting to make sure this formats correctly.
Thank you so much, Dominic. Thank you. It's very, very helpful. Rosa Hadalo. So, Dominic, can you speak in French? Or can you hear in French?
Very, very badly. My French is not good.
Okay, no problem. I'll translate for you.
Okay.
The question from participants.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. And so I'm having a quick question. Well, Hadalo is your website?
Sorry?
Hadalo is your website?
I'm not sure.
Is it for you?
My website is this.
Okay.
I'll send you my links. I'll send you my YouTube, my website. I have blogs that can help you.
Okay. Yeah, I can see. Second question is what is the language behind this app Adalo? Is it JavaScript or PHP?
I don't know. So these platforms, I'll show you some more. The creators build them, and they build them so you don't have to code. So there's lots and lots of platforms like this. So this is another tool for making, you use Google Sheets, and you don't have to code, and you can make apps without coding. This one is for making voice. This one's for making voice applications without coding and chatbots without coding. Let's see, Flow. This one is for making games without coding. And I'm not too sure the languages they use to build the platforms, but they are making the platforms so you can make whatever you want to make without coding.
Okay, so after with my application, my app on Adalo, we can upload it in other websites to build in Android or iOS.
Yeah, you don't need to do any more work. You just export it, and let's see, we publish it, and you see here Android app, iOS app, progressive web app. So I'm just gonna do progressive web app on here. All I have to do is this, and this is the link. So I can send this link to you now, and this is live. Okay. This is live right now. I haven't added an icon, but you can add an icon. When you view this on the mobile, it looks like a mobile app, and it asks you, do you want to install on your phone? So I will put this in the chat so you can play around with it. You can add your domain if you want to add your domain, but you would have to upgrade. You can install, you can put to our iOS app, you can put to our Android app.
Great. So I translate from DSC member, so I'm in French. Alors, la première question que je lui ai demandé si c'est lui qui avait conçu Adalo, il dit non, c'est pas lui qui avait conçu Adalo en fait. Donc il a son site web qu'il a montré tout à l'heure. Et puis la deuxième question, c'était de savoir si quel était le langage en fait derrière quand tu conçois ton application comme ça. Il a dit qu'il ne sait pas, mais en fait, il n'y a pas de code, comme il a dit, en fait. Bon, c'est une question assez stupide. Il n'y a pas de code, en fait. Du coup, tu conçois ton application comme ça. Et puis après, tu peux publier, en fait, sous forme iOS, Android, comme il a montré derrière. Donc, pour répondre à la question de est-ce qu'on peut avoir le code source de l'application qu'on crée sur la plateforme? Non. On ne voit pas le code source, en fait. C'est super parce que quand tu finis de faire l'application, en fait, tu fais un publish en fait sur Android et puis lui se charge en fait de créer en direct l'APK sur iOS aussi et puis on pourrait sur web apps. Donc du coup, tu codes pas. Voilà, tu ne codes pas, tu fais juste le front-end et puis tu déploies ton application au calme. Donc je peux dire en fait que c'est super quoi, voilà. Si vous avez d'autres questions, n'hésitez pas à les poser. So Dominic, I translate my questions to my members of DSC. They say that they ask me. Let me check my talk. They ask me, can you have the sources codes of application with breeds in the platform?
Can you repeat that?
Let me repeat. Can you get source codes of application we build on this platform?
I'm not sure I understand. Can I have what? and build on the platform?
Let me repeat. Can you get the codes of application for the application codes
Yeah.
which builds on this platform?
Yeah. So when you to upload it to the Play Store and it gives you the APK. It gives you the package you need to upload it to the Play Store and to upload it to the App Store.
Ok. Donc j'ai répété la question de Saman qui dit que ouais, on peut pas avoir le code, mais on peut en fait uploader directement l'application sur qu'on appelle ça sur Google Play, sur App Store en fait. Donc ça évite, on n'a pas accès au code, on a l'interface et tel que c'est créé en fait, il nous crée l'application, donc les gens peuvent avoir directement l'application comme c'est conçu en fait. Ouais, c'est vraiment super quoi. Ouais, c'est vraiment super. Dominique, that is how some platform are with Adalo, because I see I can build some app without code, and I get few time and get more money.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why it's good. That's why it's good. I want you to make lots of money in less time, quicker.
Yeah.
That's good.
They can build some application, a beautiful
Yeah.
application. There's a many functionality on this platform.
Yes. There's another website that I think is very, very good.
Donc voilà, donc c'est ce qu'il a dit. Si vous avez d'autres questions, n'hésitez pas à les poser en même temps. Voilà, c'est vraiment super. Voilà. Donc,
this you can make really.
Si tu fais ton application automatiquement, tu mets le code en progrès si vous voulez app soit en Android et puis bon, directement ça c'est publié sur.
You can make websites for real estate
Google,
agencies.
You App Store ou
you can make websites for real estate agencies, for restaurants, without coding. Looks very, very good for events, for travel destinations. Yeah, it looks very good. So if I have to go, but if anyone has one or two final questions.
Yeah. Sorry. This platform Adalo is free.
Yes, it's free. So I just made that for free, and I sent you in the chat. I sent you a version that you can see and you can use. If you want to add your domain, you have to upgrade, but you can use it for free, and you can test for free. So people can use a working version for free. If you want to export the code, you have to upgrade.
Okay, send wait. Okay, that's great. Send after the link for test app platform. Il dit que la plateforme est entièrement gratuite. Donc il va nous envoyer le lien en fait pour upgrade et tout ça. Voilà. Donc pour la question, c'est bon. Parlant d'argent, la plateforme est gratuite. Kylian, en fait, tout ça avec SoftTR. Bon, c'est quoi SoftTR? Je sais pas c'est quoi, en fait. Du coup, je sais pas si tu peux éclairer ta question. Toutes les plateformes qu'il a montrées sont gratuites. Bon, j'ai pas trop suivi, c'est pas. Est-ce que tu peux énumérer les plateformes dont il a parlé là pour que je puisse lui demander en fait? Voilà. Dominique, some people ask all the platform who show us, that is free?
Yeah, so all of them that I showed you are free. They do have upgraded versions. FlowLab you can make really, really cool games free. They have upgraded versions where you can do more stuff. Look, it's an export to iOS, Android, Windows, but that's upgrade. But you can make the game for free. So let's see if I can find a game I made. Let's see. I'm not sure. Okay, this is a game I made.
Yeah.
It might take a long time to load, maybe? I'm not sure. Okay. And it's a very, very simple game, and I just made it for a tutorial. If I click play.
Oh, Super Mario.
So yeah, a lot of this stuff
That's the Super Mario.
But yeah, I actually have to go. But I will send you my details. I'll send you my YouTube. If anyone needs help, just reach out to me. If you want to schedule another workshop, we can schedule another workshop for another day. Maybe we can make a game, a website. I don't know. It's up to you. You decide. You tell me what you want to make, and I will do a workshop around that.
Okay,
Awesome.
thank you.
Awesome. Donc, il dit que il va nous envoyer en fait le lien de son YouTube, de sa page Facebook et autres et tout ça. Donc, si vous voulez lui poser des questions, ce serait vraiment, vraiment super. Et puis, il a dit en fait que toutes les plateformes sont gratuites. Donc, pour répondre à votre question, ouais, c'est gratuit pour les upgrades et tout ça. Voilà. Donc, bon, Software, là, je sais pas qu'est-ce que c'est. Sa plateforme, c'est Adalo.